Hi, this is Karen O'Brien with FlowDuty Software, and I wanted to show you something cool that Robson made. He made it a little bit ago, but I've only kind of just gotten to the point where I have opportunity to test it. So this is the FlowDuty update folder, and if you are a FlowDuty subscriber, or your company or your site has a license for FlowDuty, you should have a tech support account as an end user. As an end user, you get a tech support account, and then your IT also gets an admin account. And inside your tech support account, you should have Flow2D Pro Update and Webinar Series. You might also have access to a short course if you've paid for a short course. And you may have, and of course, if you're an active subscriber, you'll have access to an activator. And then if you do tech support with me, I might make you an individual folder in here where we store your tech support videos. And we transfer files back and forth between each other to test things. So this is how you sort of access Flow2D, and I set mine up with favorites so that I always have access to these really quickly. Now, this tool that I'm going to show you is called FlowRunner. It's a processor program, so if you go inside Flow Pro Update and you sort by last modified, I just put this in here, so it's in processor programs. And then you see I just updated this, so that's why it's the first on the list. And you go in here in a FlowRunner, and in here again. And what I did, the reason I had to upload these is because Robson had these in here with a 7-zip, and not everybody has access to 7-zip software to extract things. It's getting more common, but not everyone uses it. So I put these in here. I extracted them and put them back in here. So all you need is just to download this package. Maybe you want to unblock it. I don't know. You might want to unblock it after you download it. And then what I did is I put it next to my projects. So I have this folder that's next to my Flow2D projects that is it's like a run for Flow2D folder. So like if Noemi gives me a new engine, like right here you can see this is on the engine that Noemi gave me a few weeks ago that I've been testing, and so I want it to be in here, but maybe I don't want that to be in my Flow2D Pro folder. So I make this runner folder for Flow2D that I can quickly access this. Now here's the kind of cool thing about FlowRunner is that it's a really simple tool to just start some simulations. Now if you want to run a simulation with it but you want to use it in batch mode, you just leave this on batch and then you click this button right here, and that's going to take you to where all your batch files are. Again, mine are back in projects, and I can go batch run example, and inside here I have 3 projects that I want to run. So I click select folder and it will automatically fill out these paths, and I can maybe modify the name if I want to change the arrangement of those. And you can see right here that it performed a check on it. I'm not exactly sure what it checked for, but these are ready to run. Now let's do this real quick. I think Robson has probably set this up to where this will do this for you, but if you want to run something in batch mode, the way that you do it is, I don't know, Robson probably better at this, but because I think he might actually have some script in here that makes this modification. But the bottom line is, if you want to run in batch mode, all you have to do in the const.dat is this switch has to be equal to 1. That's your graphics switch, and it just has to be equal to 1. And I believe if you set this to batch mode, it's going to check that and modify that for you. Now if you click run, it's going to start the first simulation, and then the second simulation, and the third simulation in series. So it will only run the second simulation after the first one has completed. Now, meaning that the Flow2D Pro executable has ceased to run or ceased to execute, and then the next one will start. And the cool thing about it is that you don't have to copy all of the files into the batch runners. You used to have to copy all those into these individual folders. You don't have to do that anymore. And it tracks the progress of them. And I will say that this is like the most simplified version of this. And I would say within a couple of weeks, or maybe 2-3 weeks, and definitely by December of 2025, we'll release a more robust version of this that will take into account maybe the progress of the summary.out, and it might allow you to run some of these in serial. But the one thing that really we're going for is to link this to the multiple domain processor. So if you have a project that has more than one domain, it will take the inflow.dat file of the finished run and move it to the downstream domain and start that run too. So it will do all of that for you, so you don't have to, do that manually. And that's the idea behind it. But right now it's very simple. We haven't gotten there yet. So let us know if you would like to test it. Well, actually, you don't even have to let us know. You can log in and get it right now. So anyway, good luck with it. And of course, like as always, if you have any problems with it, just send us an email and we'll get on and figure out what's going on. Because, if you're not running certain kinds of Python, I don't know, maybe it won't work. It should be self-packaged, but you never know when you're dealing with Python. All right, thank you all.